On April 6, 1917, newspapers across the United States echoed a single, thunderous headline: America declares war on Germany. From coast to coast, the news of America's entry into World War I dominated front pages, uniting the nation in a moment of historic transformation. In New York, the Tribune declared, "War declared by Congress, and Wilson signs the resolution," as President Woodrow Wilson called on the nation to make the world safe for democracy. In Chicago, the Tribune captured the energy of the streets, bands playing, crowds cheering, and young men lining up to enlist. Yet, alongside the celebration, loomed uncertainty. How many of Illinois' sons would not return? Down south, the Atlanta Constitution proclaimed, Dixie rallies behind the flag. Patriotism surged, but so did tension. Questions of race and readiness emerged. Would African Americans be allowed to serve in meaningful roles? Would the South's soldiers be prepared for the brutal warfare awaiting in Europe? Out west, the San Francisco Chronicle warned readers, Pacific ports brace for war. Though far from the front lines, fear of German submarines and foreign attacks stirred anxiety, even on the distant shores of California. But what drove America to join a war it had tried so hard to avoid? For years, President Wilson clung to neutrality. But German U-boats kept sinking civilian vessels, including the Lusitania, which left 128 Americans dead. Then, in 1917, came the Zimmerman telegram, a secret message urging Mexico to wage war on the United States in exchange for lost territory. It was the final straw. The war was no longer Europe's problem. It had come knocking on America's door. Over 4 million Americans would serve. Factories roared to life. Women stepped into new roles. African-American soldiers served despite segregation. Immigrants fought for the country they now called home. And by 1918, the Allies, with American support, claimed victory. The United States emerged not only as a military force, but as a new global power. From New York to Texas, Illinois to California, the front pages told a story bigger than headlines. They captured the moment America stepped onto the world stage. What began in ink and paper ended in trenches and treaties, forever changing the nation and the world.